Good morning and welcome to Your Home. My name is Elise McCollumn from Bullfrog Construction, and I'm glad you've joined us this morning. I'll be your host for the next 30 minutes. Your Home is a bi-weekly talk show focusing on all aspects of home ownership. Each show will feature a guest or guests who specialize in some aspect of home maintenance, repair, remodeling, and any and all aspects of your home, both inside and out. Our guests will be taking your calls this morning in just a bit here on WLEA at 324-1480. And as a reminder, we'll be giving the Bullfrog Tip of the Week at some point during the show. And the first person to tell us what the tip of the week is going to receive a great prize from Bullfrog Construction. Plus, this week we're giving away a gift certificate to Brandy's Cup of Joe as we sit here sipping on our lovely Brandy's Cup of Joe this morning. But now it's time to meet our professionals for this week. Our first guest is Jeff Button, Regional Manager from Armor Building Supply. Armor is a family-owned business started in Batavia, New York. They just celebrated their 30th year of business and have expanded over the years to 5 showroom locations, including Batavia, Canandaigua, Olean, Elmira, and right here at 7288 Seneca Road North in Hornell. Armor's main focus is specializing in your home's exterior needs, including windows, doors, siding, porches, made-to-order vinyl decking, railings, made-to-order fencing, all custom-made right here in Hornell in their fab shop. And, of course, all kinds of roofing and gutters, which we're going to talk in greater deal about on today's show. Armor's knowledgeable staff are ready to take your call and answer your questions. You can reach them at 607-661-4114. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Elise.
And our second guest today is Mark Rice from Southern Tier Contracting right here in Hornell. Mark is a longtime roofing professional with 25 years experience and is fluent in all types of roofing, including shingled roofs, metal roofs, standing seam, rubber. Southern Tier Contracting also has established itself as a reputable, long-standing general contractor throughout the Southern Tier. You can reach Southern Tier Contracting at 607-968-1762. Call today for a free estimate, and good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Elise.
So, guys, this morning we're going to talk about roofing. So let's go ahead and kick the show off. Probably the single most important element on a house is to maintain a good roof. I'm sure you guys would agree with that. If the roof is failing, then many other parts of the house start to fail as well. So let's talk about shingled roofs first this morning. Listeners, our phone lines are open. If you have a question regarding roofing or gutters, Mark and Jeff are here to answer your questions or concerns. Our number here again, 324-1480. You're listening to Your Home here on WLEA. You can also find or message us on Facebook. Just search Your Home. If you have a question, you can type it in there, message us, and we'll try to answer your question online. So, Mark, how do we know when it's time to consider a new roof, other than the obvious it's leaking into the building?
Well, you really want to catch your roof before it starts leaking. Some of the signs would be curling, many missing stones, actually finding shingles in your yard, anything obvious that looks like you need a new roof.
Yeah, so when we have a windstorm or a rainstorm and we go out to mow the lawn and we find our half of our roof laying in the yard, it's probably time either for you for a new roof or your neighbor for a new roof.
Exactly.
Jeff, a question for you. With the improvement to products in the process today, we've got architectural shingle versus the old 3-tab shingles. Has the process changed? Is it a better process today?
There's more stones on the shingle nowadays. There's better sealants on shingles nowadays. With the shingle we sell, we got the heaviest mat on the market, which holds more tar, which holds more stones. So they've improved drastically from a 3-tab shingle, yes.
The shingles themselves. So what about the process, though? Mark, when we start a roof, it used to be, we would make sure we had a good deck or a good wood surface to work on. You'd put some felt down and you'd go ahead and put the roof on. Is that correct, pretty much, the old style way of doing things?
And that is correct.
And now today, there's a lot of different products today that there's a process that has to be, that's gone through. Could you talk a little bit about the process today? There's your, the tear off the deck, all of the process that goes into putting the roof on.
We use ice and water nowadays.
What is ice and water? What's ice and water?
Ice and water is a adhesive barrier that goes under the shingle, and it's required by code 2 feet from the heated space of the roof.
So it needs to be beyond 2 feet from your overhangs. Right. Where the house overhangs, it needs to be 2 feet into the heated space of the house. Okay.
Correct.
And what else? Is there a different way that we start the roof? Is there a different something that we put as a barrier on the roof?
They have the new synthetic felt, which is supposedly lets your roof breathe better.
Okay. And why does a roof need to breathe, Mark? I mean, why not tighten it right up? We don't want it to breathe, do we, or do we?
If you don't have proper airflow, your shingles are going to curl.
So basically, you're going to cut the life of your roof down if you don't have the proper amount of air movement. And like I said before on the program, folks, you've heard me say a home is a living entity. It needs to breathe and move, and it needs to be treated like a living body, which is what it is. So basically today, then, these processes that we go through, is it the same process? Because as I'm driving around and I'm looking, I'm seeing different kinds of roofs today, much more than I used to. I see a lot of metal roofs going on today. Do we do the same process on a metal roof that we do on a shingled roof? Are there advantages to a metal roof versus a shingled roof? Why would I want to pick a metal roof over a shingled roof?
Actually, it's mostly personal preference, really.
Okay.
I mean, a properly installed shingle roof will last as long as a metal roof before you have to do maintenance on a metal roof.
Okay.
The metal roof should last 40 years. A properly installed shingle roof should last 40 years. Now, with metal, you can go up there and you can recoat or repaint a metal roof, which would extend the life of that metal roof. Obviously, you can't paint a shingle.
And we have a caller on the line.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to your home, and do you have a question this morning?
Hello. All right, apparently she hung up. Sorry about that.
Well, we had a caller this morning, and maybe they got disconnected. Well, if you were trying to get in and we missed you, go ahead and try back again. So, Jeff, you were saying with the metal roofing.
You can recoat a metal roof after 40 years, 30 years. When you start to see some issues with the roof, you could recoat a metal roof. With a shingle roof, you cannot. And also, with the new paint systems on metal roofing, you get much more reflective quality. So it reflects heat away from your roof, unlike a shingle roof.
Hello, caller. Welcome to your home. This is Elise.
And go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I just wanted to call. I don't have a question. I just wanted to say that I really love the show. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, well, thank you very much, caller. We do appreciate that, and thank you for listening in this morning.
Oh, you bet. Keep it up. I want to listen some more.
Thank you. Jeff, Mark, your experience, you've installed hundreds and hundreds of roofs over the years. I'm not exaggerating when I say that, correct?
Correct.
And obviously there's been an oncoming of metal roofing. You've installed both. Is one more expensive to install than the other? Is one easier to install than the other? What's your thoughts on that?
A straight flat run roof, I would consider metal over shingles because they do go on so much faster, and you can save on the labor. But either one you pick, it's going to be your fasteners. I mean, properly fastened roofs last longer than improperly fastened roof. And Jeff will tell you about the screws. You don't want to tighten the washers down too far. When you're nailing shingles, you want to put your first two nails within an inch of each end and then evenly space your other two nails. And you want to hit your wash lines or your nail line on architectural shingles, or you can drive around town and see many shingles falling off. And that's from improperly installed roofing. I mean,
probably the most important thing with a shingle roof is the placement of the nails. Mm-hmm. When we get warranty claims and we get issues, it points to improperly nailed shingles a lot of the time. And with metal, people have impacts now, and they use an impact and they over tighten the screws, which causes issues with the fasteners. So Mark's absolutely correct on properly fastened roofs. Very important.
So I can probably safely say that all roofers aren't created equal. There is roofing is a profession in itself, folks. You need to understand, if you're going to put a roof on your home, you're going to make that investment. We've got another caller here. Good morning. Brian is frantically in the office here, running around here, getting our calls connected this morning. Great job, Brian. Good morning, caller.
Okay, good morning. This is Gloria from East Rochester, New York.
Oh, hi, Gloria. You're a ways away this morning. How are you today? Thanks for calling Your Home.
I am good. Yes, no, I'm out, but I wanted to at least call you and wish you well on the program here, and also to tell your listeners that you have done major work for me, and it's always been well done, and there were never any issues.
Well, thank you so much for that, Gloria. I do appreciate that, and I appreciate the call this morning. And thanks for calling Your Home. Keep listening and spread the good word.
I certainly will. Well, you take care and don't let the rain take you away.
Okay, thank you so much.
We sure have enough of it up here. Okay, you take care, and thank you very much for taking my call.
Yep, bye-bye now. So, we were talking about the improper installation of roofs and so on and so forth, and that's why I know, Mark, I work with you at times, and folks, Mark is an experienced roofer. Probably one of the premier roofers in Hornell, has put hundreds and hundreds of roofs on, as I said. And Armor is a premier product supplier. They have great products. I deal with their products exclusively through Bullfrog Construction, and we have great luck. We don't have any warranty problems, and if we do, they would take care of it immediately. So Mark, in your experience again, so on a long straight roof, you're saying it's going to be less expensive probably to put a metal roof on, labor-wise, versus a shingled roof, which is, which when we look at these big peaks on these houses and so on, I mean, we could put a metal roof on anything, right? Or a shingled roof. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you can apply either shingles or metal to any roof, but there is just some roofs go faster with shingles, some roofs go faster with metal.
Okay, and so let's talk just for a second about rubber roofing, and where is that application, right? Where should because a lot of the jobs and things that we look at, complaints and so on, are leaking rubber roofs. Mark, if you could talk just a little bit about rubber roofing and that process, maybe.
Rubber roof, EPDM, is a rubber roofing product that is made to withstand ponding water. Another ponding water application is a torch down roof. If you're getting into 90-pound or half lap or even steel, you have to have some pitch on your roof for the water to run off. It will not withstand ponding.
Yeah, with steel, we recommend more than a 312. Mm-hmm. Anything less than that, there's extra precautions you have to take. You can do it on a pitch less than 312, but there's extra precautions we have to take.
So, is a rubber roof something that that can be? What if someone's got a leaking roof and it's rubber, and we're in December or January, Mark, or right now, and it's raining right now and it's leaking? What can we do right now to help that person to stop the water from coming into their house or to stop the leak that they've got?
Well, you can tarp the roof, go up and dry it out the best you can. EPDM rubber. They actually make a patch, but it cannot be put on if it's wet, rainy, snowy. So you have to pretty much have good weather to fix a flat roof.
So a flat roof with a rubber, folks, if you've got a flat roof rubber problem, we've got to have good weather to make that, to really use the products the right way. And we need to have, with a metal roof, obviously we need to have at least some pitch on the roof. Jeff is stating that is it 312, Jeff? Is that what you said?
We recommend anything above 312. You can do less, but there's, like I said, there's extra precautions.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break. This is Your Home. I'm Elise McCollumn from Bullfrog Construction, and we'll be right back.
Honey, I'm so glad we finally decided to fix that old roof and replace that ugly old high-maintenance siding with beautiful new vinyl siding. I love our home's new look.
I agree. And Bullfrog Construction, well, they made the difference. That top-notch service, product, and experience, hands down the right choice.
Your new place looks great!
We've had so many compliments from family and friends.
At Bullfrog Construction, they pride themselves on quality results at a great value. Whether you're looking for a new roof, siding, windows, or that new porch or deck, Bullfrog has you covered. Call today, 585-737-4553. That's 585-737-4553.
Honey, let's talk about that new deck now.
That's 585-737-4553. Bullfrog Construction, where they say, let us fix your pad.
AM 1480 WLEA.
Good morning. Welcome back. This morning, joining me on Your Home, I have Mark from Southern Tier Contracting and Jeff from Arbor Building Supply. We're talking roofing, venting, and gutters this morning for your home. I'm your host, Elise McCollumn from Bullfrog Construction. You can call us at 324-1480. That's 324-1480. And we have another caller coming in right now. Good morning, caller. You have a question this morning for Mark or Jeff?
No, actually, I don't. I just want to say it's a great show, a lot of great information for the people in our area, so keep up the good work.
Hey, thank you so much, caller. We do appreciate that. Well, we're getting some compliments this morning on the show, which is great. If you do have a roofing question this morning, or you have a concern, or you have a question about gutters, which we're going to talk about in a minute, or the next topic we're actually going to cover here this morning, and I think it's it's very important, and we talked about it in the beginning of the show. And you know what? We need to give out our Bullfrog tip of the day. Why don't we do that right now? The Bullfrog tip of the day. The Bullfrog tip of the day today, if you call in and you're the first person calling in with the right answer, you're going to win some Bullfrog prizes. You're going to win a $5 gift certificate to Brandy's Cup of Joe, a nice Bullfrog t-shirt, and some other things from Bullfrog. So the tip of the day today is to shorten your dryer vent hose in your house. Disconnect the hose and clean it with a vacuum. Make sure it's cleaned out well. Then trim the hose so that it's just long enough to pull the dryer away from the wall. And then, folks, you need to understand, an unobstructed line for your dryer is going to help the dryer run more efficiently. It's going to save you up to $25 a year on utilities, and it's going to dry your clothes 20% faster. It costs less than 15 minutes to do this. So the tip of the week is shorten your dryer vent hose, and if you'd like to win these great prizes, be the first caller to tell us what the tip of the week is. So, a topic that I think is real important, guys, that we need to talk about when we're talking about roofing is we need to talk about proper venting in houses. So let's talk a little bit about venting. What's the best kind of? I know there's different kinds of vents, so let's start with that. What are the different types of venting that we can put in a house or that should be in a house?
Well, first of all, there's two components to venting: intake and exhaust. So with intake, you have soffit vents. They make a bunch of different styles. There's full vent vinyl soffit. They make aluminum soffit. They make a couple different pieces you can put in an older house that might have a wood soffit. And then we have exhausts where you have a ridge vent, a rolled ridge vent product, which a lot of people are using. 750 box vents, which is you see them a lot in older homes, but people still use them today.
That's what those squares are.
Square boxes on the roof. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And then our favorite and the most effective is the whirlybirds, the ones that spin. You see them up there on the roof. Turbine vent, it's called.
Why a turbine vent, Jeff?
Well, they're most effective because when the wind blows, it spins faster and it pulls more air out of your attic. So with proper ventilation, they work all the time. And they pull more air than just relying on natural flow.
Natural flow. So we've got box vents, ridge vents. We've got there's gable vents as well that can go in the ends of the house. And Mark, what your experience? How many roofs do you see that are failing because of? I mean, you do a lot of roofs. How many roofs are we seeing that fail because there's a venting problem in the house? Is what's probably caused the problem.
There's several roofs I've looked at that the shingles are curling on after 10 years, and they shouldn't start curling until at least 30 years. That's just what Jeff explained. They don't have enough intake and exhaust to properly cool their attic. And a cool attic stops the shingles from baking from the inside out.
And you told me this, we were talking before the show, you said you just looked at one in Cohocton that had the exact problem right there. They're cooking the roof, basically.
Yep, the roof was 10 years old, and she called us thinking she needed a new roof. She looked in her safe, and she actually had the roof done 10 years ago, and it had no venting.
Yeah, see, so folks, again, your roofing contractor, if you're thinking of putting a roof on your building, it is very, very important that you select somebody who's knowledgeable, that they spend the time with you to talk to you about looking at such things on your home as venting around the house. Do you have enough venting? If you don't, what can be done? We just did a home here locally in Hornell that did not have any soffit vents in the house at all. There was a ridge vent on the house. No, there was no ridge vent on the house. And so, we had to find a solution to where we could pull the air from the attic floor, or as low in the attic as we could pull that air from. So we ended up putting vents in the side of the building on both sides on the gable walls of the house. In fact, Mark, you worked with me on this job. We put the gable vents in low on the floor of the house where there weren't before, and we put a ridge vent in the top, and I can guarantee you we solved that problem. That roof will act properly now. You need to maintain, I've been told that we need to maintain a 10-degree ambient difference between the outside temperature and the inside temperature. So in the summertime, we want to be within 10 degrees of outside. In the wintertime, we want to be within 10 degrees of outside. Now, Jeff, you said that there's more than just the vents. What do you mean there's more than just the vents? Isn't that enough? We vent the thing, and there it is.
Well, along with ventilation comes insulation. Without proper insulation in the house, ventilation's never going to work properly. It's actually gonna suck the heat right out of your house if you vent properly and don't have the proper insulation. So you must have proper insulation on your attic floor.
Jeff, I know you mentioned today that Armor's doing a special this month. It's not related to roofing at this moment, although there are some roofing specials at Armor on some shingles right now that they bought a big lot of some shingles. But you have a special going on. Can you tell us what the special is this morning?
Yeah, we have tax-free vinyl products this month. So you get an 8% discount on vinyl decking, vinyl railings, vinyl fencing, all of our vinyl products, and most of which we manufacture right here.
And the number to reach Armor again?
Is 607-661-4114.
Be sure to give Armor a call, folks. They're knowledgeable people are there waiting to talk with you. And Mark, you give free estimates, right? It doesn't cost for you to come out and take a look at a roof for somebody and give some advice. Is that correct?
That is correct. All estimates are free of charge.
And we're going to take a break here in just 1 second. Mark, could you give the number for Southern Tier one more time?
607-968-1762.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about gutters, gutter maintenance, the importance of gutters, and keeping them away from the house. You're at your home. I'm Elise McCollumn here with Bullfrog Construction. Thanks for joining us.
At Bullfrog Construction, attention to detail makes the difference. That's why they're quickly becoming the Southern Tier's premier contractor.
We liked them right away. From our initial meeting, they made us feel comfortable and confident. Bullfrog was the right choice. They listened to what we wanted, they have wonderful ideas, and everything you want to happen, they make happen.
Creativity and communication, distinction and detail, excellence and experience. Qualities you'll receive with Bullfrog Construction. Whether building the future or restoring the past, Bullfrog provides you with the value you deserve and professionalism that you expect. Let Bullfrog Construction create your next home and lifestyle renovation. Call today 585-737-4553 or make an appointment to visit the beautiful showroom. That's 585-737-4553. Bullfrog Construction, where they say, let us fix your pad.
Well, we're back here on Your Home, and it looks like it's time to wrap up. Brian's playing the music. I'd like to thank our guests this morning, Jeff from Armor Building Supply and Mark from Southern Tier Contracting, and most importantly, you, our listeners, for tuning into Your Home this morning. It's been a great, fast and furious 30 minutes. I've learned a lot, and I hope our listeners have too. Thanks to the staff here at WLEA. Brian, you're always the best. Be sure to join us on May 20th at 9:30 a.m., where we'll be joined by area real estate professionals to discuss all aspects of buying and selling a home. Should be a great show. My name is Elise McCollumn from Bullfrog Construction, your host here on Your Home. Have a super weekend, and remember, a house is made of bricks and beams, a home is made of hopes and dreams. Till next time, have a great day.
You've been listening to Your Home with Elise McCollumn from Bullfrog Construction here on AM 1480 WLEA. Next Saturday at 9:30, it'll be Dave Preet and local sports. Stay tuned. Larry Kudlow is next on AM 1480 WLEA, Hornell, New York.